disappointment. We're starting out the draft with disappointment. Storm League enjoyers will be going up against Three-Legged Cat in the lower bracket final. Up next is the grand finals. And Storm League enjoyers have opted in for no fun, as they will ban away a Cho at the start. Yeah, Cho. Will they ban away the golf for the memes? Thank you again, Rob. I appreciate that. Okay, sorry, I just ran down the hallway. I grabbed myself some tea, ran to the bathroom. Players are on the correct sides. And it will be a Cho and a Brightwing banned away for Dragonshire, map number 1 in our lower bracket final. This is a best-of-3 series. Winner goes on to the grand finals up next, which is a best-of-5. This is the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this series. When we get to the best-of-5 grand finals, that will reset. There are no pre-banned heroes, and the bans at the top of the screen do not add to the list. So there will be 10 heroes banned per map, because there's 10 heroes played. The 16, or the bans, as I said at the top of the screen, only pertain to the draft. So Cho'Gall could be picked up in map number 2 if it's not banned away. Sylvanas first pick for the side of Storm League enjoyers. They found some, I believe they found some success with that. Yes, they did on map number 1 of the previous best of 3, so not a bad snap immediately. The members of Three-Legged Cat have been sitting, waiting, watching. I know BRB Soaking was in chat, so definitely checking out the play from Storm League enjoyers and trying to formulate how they want to deal with the enemy team. Whew. So, are they going to lean into Siege here? What do they want to do to deal with the Genji? Is there something to lock him in place? There is a Johanna. Rhaegar's not a bad pickup either. Okay. Yeah, I like the Blessed Shield. The Totem's good. I don't think we get a mind control game. I think this is a Wailing Arrow sort of deal. Genji jumps in, hit him with the Wailing Arrow. He can't go anywhere. Dead. But I will say this. We could see a double reset composition from Three-Legged Cat. They could pick up the Li Ming. Genji, Li Ming, Muradin. I don't think that'd be bad for this map whatsoever. I'd like to see some sort of mage paired in with Three-Legged Cat for some extra burst. Like a Jaina, a Li Ming, I think is synergistic with the Hanzo, or with the Genji. I'm getting ahead of myself because I was about to say Hanzo is also an option if they want to go for Shimada Bros. Anduin to be banned away. No Leap of Faith available. Okay. Alright. So, that's also that's more mobility to the enemies. Burden has Dwarf Toss, Genji has Swift Strike, and the Cybernetic Agility. Leap of Faith just gives you an extra option to disengage. Alright, so next up, what do they need? What do they want? They need a healer, and as I said, either a mage. Okay. So, Samuro's solo lane. If it's Malfurion, I'd like to see a mage for the innervate value and stuff. So, as I said, Li Ming, Jaina, those would all be nice. But do they have enough of a front line? Will they need... I mean, actually, do they consider going Abathur for Three-Legged Cat? Samuro and Genji and Muradin all get value from the Abathur hat quite well. Sonya and Kael'thas. This is just a nice draft. This draft just checks just a lot of good boxes. You've got Spear Stun, Gravity Lapse, you've got the Condemn, you've got mobility from Sylvanas, as well as Rhaegar just has this insta-mount, so not a bad draft whatsoever from Storm League enjoyers. As I said, I feel like this is going to be an Abathur. If not, I think we lean into something bruisery. No, they are going to go the mage. Okay. I was thinking that it would be a little lacking on the front line, and that's why I was thinking maybe a bruiser, but the Chromie will come out. I mean, Three-Legged Cat, I think their team fights are going to be very, very short because the burst ability is quite high. Muradin lands a Stormbolt, Malfurion gets a root, and Genji Chromie just kill. Yeah. All right, let's get into the cast. Okay, sorry, I was just looking at a message. Alright, which team wins Dragon Shire? Okie dokie, everybody. On the west side of the map, we're looking at the members of Three-Legged Cat. I don't know why, but the shark makes Genji look like he's doing like the Michael Jackson lean, but backwards. High Wraith is your Chromie, BRB soaking on Samuro, Captain Rex to play Genji, Dark on the Muradin, and Deviant will play that Malfurion.
10 seconds.
Over on the east side of Dragonshire, we're looking at Storm League Enjoyers. Aether Sonya, Alvarez on the Kael'thas, Lavko will be your Rhaegar, Arion on Sylvanas, and last but not least, Rai will be the Johanna. Way of Illusion level 1 for Samuro. Kael'thas with his Mana Addict. Sorry, I kept saying Fingers of Frost in my head. Might of the Banshee Queen, Shield Glare, Totem, block on Sonya as I mentioned. You got the Dwarf block from Muradin as well. Gravity Lapse connecting onto Dark. Little Living Bomb as well. He'll back away. Genji does go into the Agile Dismount. Speaking of Genji, he's going to Swift Strike in, try and chase onto this Johanna. A few shurikens to the butt of her. No level 4 shuriken mastery. So no stackage there. Let's go ahead and start our Twitch prediction, everybody. Which team is going to win Dragonshire? Get your gambles in. Twitch prediction is up and available. Who do you believe will win map number 1 of the lower bracket final? This is a best of 3. And as always, Ash Mantle, thank you very much, bud. Thank you, thank you.
Take control of the shrine.
Okay. So Samuro's gonna get a bunch of free stacks. What does this mean? What does the level 1 for Samuro mean while camps are grabbed for the bottom lane? After hitting 40 heroes, Samuro gains an additional 30 attack damage. See how that... Ooh, wait, hold on. Sylvanas maybe caught out. Sylvanas caught out. She will go down. She's trying to join into the wait, hold on. Genji jumps in. He finds the enemy team on this camp. Unfortunately, cannot get out in time. And a bit of a aggressive moment right there. A little too aggressive from Captain Rex. A little eager to make another big play for Twitter. Captain Rex had this crazy good pop-off moment yesterday, chat. If you're on Twitter, or if you'd like to check it out, I posted it there yesterday, so... This is a lot of free stackage, by the way, for Samuro. He's up to like 24 stacks. He did go into Mirage, level 4, and lag is being called, okay? Genji, more like Genjizn. Genjizn? That's SD, I don't know why. That sounds weirdly sexual. Genjizn? You know?
Not.
You know? That sounds a little weird. Alright, readies are being requested. Sorry. Eyelash in my eye. Oh, that's not gone. Readies are being requested, and I can throw this away really quickly before we get to the game. Perfect timing! No Z in that one, but I see what you mean. I'm notorious for seeing letters where they don't exist. Bottom lane, there will be a pick on to Chromie. Sonya's dead for the next 2 seconds. Rhaegar trying to get the channel on the Moon Shrine in the bottom lane. Samuro clearing things out on top. As I mentioned before we went to the pause, there was a pickup at level 4 for Samuro. He's going to go Mirage. Oh, Sonya going to go into Hurricane level 4. Wonder if we see the Whirlwind level 7. Stormbolt cleansed out immediately by Rhaegar. Any gravity lapse from Kael'thas to be thrown out. Looks like just a living bomb. Samuro, 34 and rising stacks on his level 1. Genji has 15 stacks on his Shuriken Mastery. And while we look at Genji versus Sonya, not Genji, sorry, the Samuro versus Sonya in top lane, Kael'thas will be able to take down the Muradin in bottom lane. Maybe there's a rotation. Oh, this is just a rotation for Soak. Okay. I was thinking maybe Genji goes all the way to top to try and help get a gank onto Sonya. Watching his model on the mini-map, and it's, yeah, he's coming back down to bottom lane. 7 talent tier here for Storm League enjoyers. It will be the life funnel from Sonya. She's going to try and heal off these Samuro clones. Burned flesh, festering wounds. Murden with his mini crits. We'll see the crushing blows from Samuro. So it's going to be Samuro's basic attacks against heroes that reduce the cooldown of critical strike by 2 seconds. Critical strikes against enemy heroes increase Samuro's basic attack damage by 10% for 4 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Man, I'll tell you what, this works with anything, does it? I'm trying to think, like, does it work with Gul'dan? Gul'dan? I don't think it works with Gul'dan. Or Zul'jin. Maybe? Gravity laps into Muradin as Captain Rex is trying to get away. The shield glare comes through, and Kael'thas gets the last little bit of damage needed with the Living Bomb, I do believe. Slowing Sands will be the 10 talent tier for Chromie. She does get her stuff early. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers as Sylvanas will possess a minion or two and push up the mid wave. Gul'dan? I don't know. Ghoul don't. I like Ghoul don't, yeah. Ghoul do and Ghoul don't. It's a little farther off the name, though. Alright, Sylvanas uses Haunting Wave to jump back onto the point. Dark is trying to get the channel of the Moon Shrine in the bottom lane. He will not be able to. Slowing Sands from Chromie will be canceled early. Flesh Shield, Phoenix, Ancestral Healing, Wailing Arrow, and Sonya's gonna go Wrath of the Berserker in top lane. Phoenix thrown out by the Kael'thas. The Black Arrows from Sylvanas are activated, and they're getting decent siege on this bottom lane fort right now. This should go down. Johanna steps in, looking for a Condemn that zones back the enemies for a moment, but a massive wave in bottom lane will confirm that fort right there. Muradin does pick up the Piercing Bolt because they hit level 10. Extract from Genji. It's going to be Blade Storm. Is that right? Yeah, Blade Storm for Samuro. Just sounded weird. Malfurion is Tranquility. We already know that the Chromie went Slowing Sands. Also Avatar for Muradin. Stormbolt thrown into the Johanna. Delays out the objective channel. Another Blade Storm from Samuro, and that clears out the minion wave, but Dragonite does get picked up by Storm League enjoyers. Sonya currently being chased by Muradin. Genji jumps in as well. Sonya doesn't have Leap, as I mentioned. A run towards the allies. Gravity Lap's not connecting. Muradin does land a decent Stormbolt, but he's going to have to Dwarf Toss away for safety. He also did activate Avatar during all of that. And he did go for the 5% cooldown on the Heroic with the Thunderclap. Stormbolt not connecting there. Gonna get kicked up towards top lane. Sonya's busy, though, focusing onto the top lane wave as she pops Wrath of Berserker. Muradin's gonna do his best to defend up here. Sylvanas rotating up to help. Sylvanas rotation. She's chilling in the bush. Chromie throws out a time trap. Malfurion with the Moonfire over the wall for some vision. But it looks like we're going to be seeing traded camps. Chromie's Time Walker's Pursuit level 1 did get vision of this camp being grabbed by the enemy. Kael'thas will Hearth out for full mana. If he took Convection, he would have had to Hearth out earlier. Alrighty, well, our 13s are almost here for both. Hold on, Johanna may be running at the enemy. Chromie tries to get some vision for the allies. Does reveal the Johanna. Slowing Sands thrown down on the ground. BRB soaking and Captain Rex trying to pressure the Sonya. She's got Wrath of Berserker active. I do believe that's that purple bar. And Sonya, can she get to mid fast enough to start autoing to keep that going? She can indeed. Alright, Sonya keeps Wrath of Berserker up. Still, do believe it'll expire as she rotates down towards bottom lane for the soak. Alright, well, 13s, as I mentioned, have arrived for both sides. Chromie already got her time out. You can see the Pyromaniac for the Kael'thas. Blessed hammers on Johanna. Muradin activates Avatar. Dwarf tosses away. Ancestor Healing thrown out, or thrown on to Johanna. But she will not be picked off. And they will not chase it any further. BRB Soaking revealed by the Rhaegar Totem. Gravity Lapse just shy of BRB Soaking. Muradin Dwarf tosses back in. Phoenix out from the Kael'thas. The extract from the Genji will be coming through as the heals of Malfurion are going to be firing out quickly with his Tranquility activated. High Wraith on the high side of this engagement, trying to get some damage with this Chromie. Just can't land any Sandblasts. And no kills to be achieved on either side. A lot of traded heroics, and that's the end of the engagement. Gravity Lapse will find the Genji. But our Sylvanas is a little bit low. Rhaegar's a little low. BRB Soaking is out of mana completely. Probably going to have to Hearth out at some point. Sonya gets the top lane channel, but there will not be anyone in mid in time for the Dragonite. Gravity Lapse combo into Dark here with the Living Bomb applied as well. Dark will hold the objective in the bottom lane for the allied team. Muradin finishes that out completely. Sonya will rotate back towards mid lane. And our lower bracket finals continue. Excuse me. Yeah, the lower bracket finals do continue. Map number 1 looking pretty good for both sides. Sylvanas rotating back in. Genji's discovered the Sonya. She pops Wrath Berserker. Tries to turn around, landing to look for a spear onto the enemy. Can't find anything. She's now just running at the enemy team. She wants to keep the Wrath Berserker active. And this is looking pretty good for Storm League enjoyers in the engagement. Can they find a kill? Doesn't look like it. Samuro's going to be able to get the top lane objective. He's rushing his way towards mid. And BRB Soaking might just get this channel unless one of the archers tags him. Nope. BRB Soaking gets the channel in time. Sylvanas was half a second too late. Maybe a whole second too late. But Sonya now in a really rough spot health bar-wise, as well as positioning in this engagement. Slept and slowed. Oh, a very helpful retreat ping coming out. Sylvanas is able to get a chain heal from Rhaegar in time, and that's, I think, all the mana he had for that chain heal. Johanna kicked away. It is level 16, closing in faster for a three-legged cat, who have seemed to find their stride in this mid to late game of Dragonshire map number 1. Samara always seems to be low on mana. Yeah, that is a very weird thing. That's probably a bug. It's probably a bug. Dragonite looks for the kick onto Sylvanas, but she's in a safe spot. Not going to be displaced towards the enemy. Samuro inside the Dragonite. That will be cleared out by the Living Bomb of Kael'thas. He gets one auto onto that tower, clears that out. But meanwhile in top lane, Sonya, is she going to get ganked? Slowed by Chromie, pops Wrath of the Berserker, and she is absolutely surrounded. X marks the spot. Captain Rex gets the kill with the X strike. And now Johanna Sylvanas rotating up to maybe defends. Gravity Lapse going to be shy of the enemy. Bladestorm in mid lane clears out the minion wave. Deflect from Genji as the Blessed Shield is going to be shy or short of hitting Genji. His natural agility, or excuse me, cybernetic agility, allowing him to get a little further away, so there was no connection onto that. But honestly, even if the Blessed Shield landed, I don't think there was enough follow-up damage for a kill. Okay, Samuro in bottom lane. Once again, Bladestorming, clearing out this Siege Giant camp. Oh boy. A level lead, 13 minutes into Dragonshire. Camp will not be invaded. 2 seconds on X-Strike for Genji. Shield Glare into the bush, checks for Genji and finds him. Muradin has Avatar available. Bladestorm up once again for Samuro, but he's been using that for wave clear.
Prepare yourselves, heroes.
Third, I believe, Dragonite phase of the game, up and available. We'll see a camp in bottom to be grabbed. I don't think the rotation towards the camp was seen. Genji will not be losing his camp. Sonya gets mid lane soak really quickly. We've got Chromie clearing out top lane. Hey, what's up, Mr. I'm Stuck? Good morning to you, bud. Dwarf toss in. Sonya's the target. Nice gravity labs onto 2. Samuro's able to get out of there quite quickly. Wailing arrow from Sylvanas. Not sure where that was thrown. I think it was thrown out and reactivated a little early. Oh, I think it got reactivated early. Though Samuro is pressuring onto the Sonya. I think he's gonna have to Sakuchi out of. Wait a second.
Hero slain.
The trade, it was too good. That trade was way too good. Genji is gonna confirm a fort in the top lane. 1 fort remains in bottom on the side of Storm League enjoyers. Three-legged cat has already lost their fort in bottom here. There's a small chase engagement onto Muradin. Unraveling is the level 20 pickup for Chromie. It doesn't look like they'll unravel any health bars. Huh! Yeah. That was funny, though. That was funny. That was a nice little trade between Samuro and Sonya. Time stop onto Muradin. It is at Horror Anomaly level 4, so it's no buffs to him or anything like that. Dwarf launch in, looking at Rai right now. Ancestor Healing will be applied to the Johanna. X-Strike from Genji takes her back down to where she previously was before the Ancestral connection. But I don't think they can get any... Oh, wait, hold on. Dark, are you going to be able to live here? He spreads the bomb, but his Dwarf Toss does allow him to get physical and spell armor. I think it's 30 armor for like 2 seconds. Yeah, gain 30 armor for 2 seconds, so that actually helped deny the living bomb damage. That's so satisfying to do. I've had one save like that myself, where I was able to Dwarf Toss at the right time and mitigate the final bit of spell damage, and then let my trait kick in. Speaking of trait, there's no upgrade on his level 1. Squeaky Week, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Raiders. We're currently doing a tournament series. We're in the first qualifier for the Banshee Cup. Today is number 2 of the qualifier, and we're in the lower bracket final. Grand finals are up next, so you're just in time to check out some awesome games. Thank you for raiding in. And if you are new to the stream, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bahamut. I stream 6 days a week. I do a lot of Heroes of Storm content. We also do challenge games, or difficult games like Lies of P and Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that fun, struggling stuff. So yeah, be sure to drop a follow. Costs you $0. And thank you again, Squeaky, for the raid. Thank you. Hope you had a good Heroes of Storm stream. BRB Soaking will grab the Dragonite, and that will be the, I believe, 4th Dragonite of the game, and this one going to the side of Three-Legged Cat. Can they get any sort of keep value? Doesn't look like it for the time being. Maybe looking to prioritize the fort in bottom lane. So there's equal periodic catapult pressure coming out from both sides in this lane. I will note that the top and bottom forts are still up and available for Three-Legged Cat as the Dragonite gets a Flame Breath in. Kael'thas being kicked away. The Dragonite is being really reduced quite quickly. Speaking of reduced health bars, Johanna took a whole heckload of damage from the Chromie. Slowing Sands thrown down on the ground. Sonya spears in. 20 talents here on both of these sides. We do have the Ignore Pain for the Johanna, or excuse me, for the Sonya. Not mentioning Baha Ra streams. We have Baha Ra streams. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. I've been up since 4 a.m. So I'm not firing on all cylinders. I mean, I never am, but Johanna will finish out the subdue. We see a kill onto Muradin. Bolt of the Storm from Sylvanas to try and chase down the Chromie. High Wraith is going to be speared and taken down by Sonya. Captain Rex able to get the Swift Strike out. Top lane catapults are pushing in, take down the keep front gate. Invade onto this Siege Giant camp, or excuse me, steal of the Siege Giant camp. I mean, heck, we got cooking streams here, too. We do Baha Ross once a month. We do cooking streams once a month. We have Mario Kart once a month versus viewers. That's always the first Friday of the month. Seemingly works out, and if I standardize it, maybe just people know, like, oh, it's the first Friday of the month. Probably Mario Kart on Bahamut stream. Bottom lane keep goes down. Muradin up in 5 seconds. Chromie up in 18. There was a discussion. You saw that they were considering it for a moment to end the game, or at least attempt to. But I think the death timers are just a little too low, so not going to play it too aggressive. And we'll back away as the 5th Dragon Knight phase of the game is available in the next 25 seconds, and Berserker Camp will be grabbed. Siege Giants are up and available. Just looking at the vision really quickly. Genji showing in the mid lane. Top lane wave is crashing in towards the keep. Johanna will step out. I don't think she's going to try and throw a blessed shield onto the Genji, though. No. Samuro in bottom. Genji's alright. Wow, they want this Dragonite immediately. Do you see this? Genji's going to get the Dragonite. Samuro, will he be sacrificed for it? I think so. No way. He gets out of this alive. What? Dragonite goes top and ends. And they know that, so they have to hearth out. Yeah. Wait, they're going to base trade. They're calling base trade? Oh, no. This is not good. This is taking way too long. Okay. Maybe it's not taking that long. Maybe it's not taking that long. Never mind. It seemed way worse than it was. Top lane keep goes down. The Dragonite, yeah. The Dragonite actually will be canceled early, so it has that bop back onto the enemy. Okay. Dragonite gets like 2 autos on a keep. It goes down, and that's the end of that. Show you the talents here if you're curious about the the Kael'thas stackage at level 1. 43 regeneration globes for Kael'thas currently. This game has had some nice back and forth. It's fun to watch. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the content, bud. Glad you're all having fun. That's the game. That's the goal. All right, Sonya clears out mid. Chromie working on top lane. Genji, excuse me, God, I don't know why I'm saying the wrong name. It's Samuro able to jump away towards top lane and help out Chromie. 21-minute Dragonshire map here. Black Arrow's activated by Sylvanas. Sonya checks the Bruiser camp. Gravity Lapse onto Samuro. He's able to jump away. Blessed Shield from Johanna will go out. Doesn't connect onto anything. Muradin still has Avatar active, or available. He's going to let his trait kick in and heal up a little bit. Baha scripted it this way for the first game. How are you going to spoil these things, man? I tell you these things in I tell you these secrets in the super secret sub chat that we have in my Discord. And you're gonna out me like that immediately? Avatar activated, Dwarf Toss out by Muradin. Samuro, though, not able to chase anything down. Earth Grasp Totem slows down the advancement of the enemy team. Living Bomb not gonna be spread any further, and Samuro clears out the mid lane wave with a Blade Storm. Oh boy, chat. What a game, what a map number 1 here.
Harness the power of sun and moon. Put an end to
all right. Dwarf Toss in, looking for the Stormbolt onto Sylvanas. She's gonna Haunting Wave around. Gets a few autos here and there. Probably has Bolt of the Storm off cooldown. Top lane, look at Samuro on the minimap chat. Look at Samuro on the minimap chat. Reveal onto the enemy. They're all hearthing out. Genji jumps in. He's going to try and get some back delays on the backing. It looks like it's working out. And unfortunately, Samuro is getting keep value. He's not getting much core value. The fight will break out without Samuro. Muradin does go down. Genji able to swift strike away. Mid keep has fallen. The wave is arriving. Genji's going in as well. They're just going for it. They're going to sacrifice Muradin and Malfurion. Samuro is gonna jump around this core with the help of Genji. I think they get this. Oh, it's gonna be close. Deflect activated. X strike from Genji. A couple shurikens. Swift strike. Sir? 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 133.7 HP. 133.7 HP. I mean...
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh. Oh, man, that feels so bad. That feels so bad. Dragonite, 24 minutes in, is gonna clap this core. And yeah, the Dragonite currently dealing 1,152 damage into structures. Oh, what a great game. What a great game. I mean, for us, I feel horrible for the players. Oh, man. Caleris must be watching? No, he's not. He's not. I'm sorry, Caleris. These are now Baja cores. Doesn't really rhyme the same, but...
Well, Homer, I guess you're the winner by default. Default? Woohoo! The two sweetest words in the English language. Default, default, default!
Alright, thank you very much for that, Tan. Applauds the writers. Thank you. Disappointing for that 1%? Disappointing? I had a blast in that game. I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, Willis? Arc Lad of Lore. I'm gonna be honest, friend. I looked at your name, and I thought your name was something to do with Anne Orlando. Which team wins Dragonshire? It was Storm League Enjoyers. What a fantastic map, #1. That was absolutely amazing. Very good game indeed, yeah. Let's go ahead and run our ads and get set up for map #2. Okay, new sub goal. I will add that right now. Welcome back. We're going to Alterac Pass. Welcome back. We're going to Alterac Pass. What was our next goal? March has got all the things. Was it... That's done. That's done. That's done. So the next thing is a... No, I have to ask about that. Oh, alright. Yeah, I remember. This one's going to be a little difficult, but it's going to be a crowd control Baharas. Crowd control Baharas. So essentially the idea that was just disappointing, Storm League enjoyers. Extra movie in March. Unfortunately, so we already have double movie night in March. I can't do a triple movie night in March because I have family visiting. So I can't do triple movie night in March. But we have double movie night in March already. We actually hit that sub goal a while ago. I apologize. March is going to be a little busy for me. But yeah, we've got all of that. Like, we have hit a lot of sub goals lately, so that is exciting stuff. We have hit a lot of sub goals. I'm going to have to sit down and brainstorm a bunch more. I think banning Cho'Gall should require 2 ban slot. I agree. I agree. Nubarak first pick for the side of Three-Legged Cat for Alterac Pass. This is a, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a really good technique or utility you can grab with Nubarak, and that will be you can spawn beetles, they distract the jailers, and then a Nubarak gets the channel. So that is a nice little tech that you can have with him. And Blaze Anduin will start things out for Storm League enjoyers. But yeah, Nancy, if you would like to split, let me know what you want to do with the 27 gifted subs. If you want me to just add it all into Tifa, or if you want to split it between a bunch of different names. Do let me know, so I can take care of that. Nubarak, Hanzo, Stukov. Okay, so Three-Legged Cat is going... They're like, we're just going to play what we think is going to win this game, and I actually like the combo that they're putting together right now. What are we going to be banning out here? Maybe a solo lane? Maybe something global like a Dahaka, right? Dahaka hasn't been played yet. No, they're going to get rid of the Falstad instead. Okay, they don't want to deal with the Gust. No Gust into the... Yeah, Wind Tunnel and stuff like that actually would be really, really devastating. Alright, Zeratul removed as well. Okay, so... Tracer will be grabbed. Looks like that was the intention from the beginning. Are they going to consider the Tyrael? Tyrael does have really good control with... excuse me, he can steal away camp, excuse me. Very easily with the Holy Ground. It's going to be Varian instead. Colossal Smash, maybe? I actually, like, Colossal Smash would not be bad at all. Reduce the physical and spell armor of a character. You have Blaze with a Jet Propulsion for a stun or an AoE stun. Anduin with the Chastise. Tracer comes in and just pulse bombs and sustain damage. Maybe it is a Colossal Smash game. I could see Varian yelling his way through the map. Yrel will be picked up. She's going to bot back the enemy. And Jaina will be the round out for this draft. And I like the draft of Three-Legged Cat quite a bit, I'm not going to lie. I really like the draft of Three-Legged Cat. I think they can take us into a map number 3. Last pick, though, on the right-hand side. It's currently a Hypercarry Tracer. I'd like to see some more damage with this. I'd like to see some more damage on top of all of this. Or more Whoa! I like this, actually. Lava Wave to push out the waves. Maybe it's a Sulfur Smash, so maybe it's not going to be Colossal Smash variant. Maybe it's going to be Taunt, followed up by Sulfur Smash, or we just see Lava Wave. I'm not sure which one they're going to lean into, but either way, I'm excited about this. Someone alert Allura. Someone alert Allura. We have got a Ragnaros. How much for you to delete this VOD? BRB Soaking, good luck in the game, bud. BRB Soaking, good luck in the game. How much to delete the VOD? Oh, that was funny, bud. That was funny! Good yokes. On the east side of the map, up in this best of 3 lower bracket final, 1 map away from jumping into the grand finals, we have got the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Looking at the Blaze, Tracer, Anduin, Varian, and the big, well, let me say not really big because he is the kid skin, but it's going to be our Ragnaros as well. Blast Wave build to start things out. Looks like it's going to be a Lion's Maw variant. It's probably Taunt. On the West Ham side of the map, it's Three-Legged Cat with their Yrel, Anubarak, Stukov, Jaina, and Hand Soap. Okay. Let's see what we got going on for our level 1s. We'll wait a few moments here, see what the first engagement looks like, and then we'll go ahead and start our Twitch prediction for map number 2 in the lower bracket final. Nubarak going W build, BRB Soaking jumps in, there's going to be a Leap of Faith immediately. And Varian will be saved by his son. Hanzo, Simple Geometry level 1, picks up 3 stacks. Regeneration Globes for the Jaina, she'll be Fingers of Frost, and as I mentioned, we've got that Lion's Maw on the Varian. Alright, let's go ahead and start that prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Which team is going to be winning? Alterac Pass. I wonder if, I sent out a few other things recently, and I'm curious if they've arrived. I know the post system's been really slow lately. Oh my god, I can't believe the Anduin lived right there. I thought there was going to be enough damage to take him down. It looks like there's going to be a pause, though, really quick. Looks like there will be a pause. There is going to be a gamble up and available if you would like to make a gamble on this game. There we go. Gamble's up and available. Unfortunately, I do have to jump us out of the game here because there's lag, and we always jump out of the game whenever there is a pause for competitive integrity. Bum, 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 bum. Okie dokie. So we just wait for the lag to subside, and then we will jump back into all this. Hope you're all having a great Sunday. Yeah, man, it is. It's actually the more and like as the morning's progressing, it's getting nice and sunny outside. I think it is a nice day to go sit in the sun after stream. It's a nice day to sit in the sun after stream. Someone was at your door. No, there wasn't. Okay. Yeah, I mailed Lard the tea. I sent Nancy a book. I mailed out 2 paintings. I know Lard got his tea. The 2 paintings are delayed a little bit, and don't know if Nancy got the book though. Not sure. So how's the weather in Poland? Cold. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, we got 69 to 2,000 as we're back into the game. Sorry for the pause, everyone. Pulse Bomb will not connect onto BRB Soaking as the Tracer continues to soak up the top lane. Ragnaros and friends will grab the Siege Camp from mid. Stukov does the same on the left-hand side. Varian maybe going to be bursted down in bottom lane. Hanzo doesn't get the scatter he's looking for. And Ragnaros throws a meatball back at the enemies. Avenging Wrath in, Righteous Hammer. I think that's more to push the minion wave closer to Jaina for an easy, quick clear. Varian tries to charge in onto Hanzo. Looks like the Leap of Faith will be utilized once again. 70-second cooldown onto that. So it'll be somewhere at the 3-minute, 20-second mark, somewhere in there. Maybe a little bit less, rounding up on numbers. Mid lane camp does actually get pushed into the fort front gate and gets some siege damage. A recall from Tracer as she jumped in to try and threaten Hanzo a little bit. Alright, we got a small little gamble going on as we look at our Varian taunting onto a Nubarak. Lurking Armancer from Stukov. Jet Propulsion from Blaze does not get the connection onto Stukov, but it looks like the chase is going to be on, and it might just be no kill. Stukov is able to back away safely, and Storm League Enjoyers cannot find the kill. Now the taunt onto the Jaina, Jet Propulsion from the Blaze, and this is what I was talking about in the draft, about the kind of the collapse of CC onto the target. And Storm League Enjoyers find first blood of the game, and first blood of map number 2. Tracer going to try and take down the Hanzo, or the Hanzo here. Twin Flames can't tickle the toes of Hanzo, and he will not go down. No double kill early on. Ragnaros will probably Hearth out here just to get full mana before the objective phase. Looks like Varian will do the same. Full Divine Star build for the Anduin. That's going to be Biotic Armor for the Stukov. It has a new icon color. We have Explosive Arrow for the Hanzo for a little extra wave clear. Incinerator Gauntlets on the Blaze at level 4. Hand of Freedom. You also see Bed of Barbs for the Anubarak. And that actually is a nice delay around the objective since it persists for 3.5 seconds after the Impale goes out. Pulse Bomb to the face of BRB Soaking. An immediate taunt from Varian. Hand of Freedom applied. BRB Soaking trying to run out of here. Gets the Avenging Wrath and the Insta-Mount. Meanwhile, down in bottom lane, I apologize, the Ragnaros will be picked off. And first kill to the side of Three-Legged Cat. One-to-one in kills so far. 7 talent tier here on both sides. Urel delayed out by the Tracer auto attacks. Tracer's gonna go locked and loaded at level 7. Nanomachine coding for Blaze. Dark is gonna take a bit of damage. Ragnaros pops Molten Core. Tracer lands the bomb onto Dark. Now here comes Blaze with the Jet Propulsion, but awkwardly rides the side of the wall. Captain Rex trying to get away. The Twin Flames are not enough. Tracer, does she have a blink to close the distance? Anubarak will be the one to go down, and this Tracer has to blink backwards. Captain Rex will not be picked off. Righteous Hammer to the face, and the objective phase delayed out with 22 seconds to go still. Varian considering to chase in and look for a taunt, but none to be had as Blaze works out, or clears out the Clears out the jailers. Deviant on the Stukov is going to get a lurking arm out, but he actually doesn't get the delay with the weighted pushel. Now, Yrel on the left-hand side of our screen is getting a little low here. Is there enough? Wait, is the oil slick enough? It is! The oil slick had enough slow to allow Varian to chase in for the last of the damage. Ragnaros helps out with the blast wave applied. We do have an E-build Ragnaros currently. E-build? Yeah, right? Yeah. Jaina goes down. High Wraith is going to try and trade into Tracer, but she has a parting gift for him, and he will go down. Recall leaves 6 bombs behind, dealing 342 damage each to different targets. Heroes hit with these bombs are slowed by 50% for 0.75 seconds and grant 7% pulse bomb charge. Nicely done, nicely done. Objective phase goes over the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Storm League Enjoyers will push on in. Let's see what they have for 10s. It is Sticky Bomb, I think. Sticky Bomb, Bunker, Sulfur's Smash, Shield Wall for the Varian, and Light Bomb for the Anduin. Light Bomb, blinking from Tracer. The target is going to be this. God dang!
A singular strike.
All right. Well, we know the combo. We've seen how it works. Let's see if they, on the side of Storm League Enjoyers, can consistently execute this combo. Newbrack burrows in. Tracer gets broken out of the cocoon. No big dealio. No forts to fall during this objective phase. Mid fort drops down to about 30% HP. Ragnaros did soak things up. It's 1-6 in kills, favoring the side of Storm League Enjoyers. And you have to wonder a little bit. Have to wonder. Did the 1% core on Dragonshire in the previous map, that tilt the members of Three-Legged Cat in any way? Has it affected their gameplay? Have they been able to move past that? Not sure. Not sure at all. It's got to be on the minds of them. Sometimes breaking that mentality is a little difficult. It's hard to say, all right, that was the game 1. Now we just got to win 2. That's a hard transition mentally to make. Hanzo tries to take down Tracer with a scatter off the wall, but it's going to be eaten by Varian. Just takes the arrows and just eats them. Oh boy. 13 talents here. 3/4 of a level away to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Blaze soaks up bottom with the help of Tracer. Pulse Bomb ready to go. All heroics off cooldown. Speaking of heroics on the side of Three-Legged Cat, it is that Cocoon. Ardent Defender for Yrel. Flailing Swipes on the Stukov. Jaina's got the Water Elemental, and I think this is going to be a dead Ragnaros in top lane. Not sure why he threw the Sulfur Smash out. It is a low cooldown. It's only 60 seconds. Blaze is going to just try and trade here and get 50% of a fort in bottom lane. It's not bad. Objective phase is still 10 seconds away. Ragnaros is not spawned yet. Excuse me, Ragnaros is going to spawn just around the objective phase opening, so this is not bad at all. Urella's rotated down to bottom lane. She'll get a couple slows, a couple bops onto this Blaze, but he throws down a Twin Flame, lights the oil slick, and Cocoon onto Varian. Light Bomb self-cast onto Anduin as he does land the Chastise. Flailing Swipes push back the enemy. Blaze comes in for a flank and finds the Jet Propulsion connection. Tracer goes in, but can't get the last bit of damage needed to take down Hanzo, but Ragnaros pops Molten Core and will find the snipe. Nicely done. Now is there a chase down onto Deviant here in the mid lane. Varian goes in for the taunt. There's a Pulse Bomb applied with the sticky. Dark is being slowed. Blaze lands the Jet Propulsion. And a lone Yrel in bottom lane is all that's left after that beautiful quadra kill to the side of Storm League Enjoyers.
Quadra kill.
Nicely done. Ragnaros grabs this camp. Objective phase started by Anduin. Good dive, good fight, good plays. Ragnaros gets that mid lane camp. Speaking of mid lane, the wave is pretty good right there. Jaina clears out top as the top fort did take a bit of damage. Tracer lands the Pulse Bomb on the BRB soaking. Some decent damage is returned into Tracer. The arrow's gonna go wide.
Now this is pod racing.
Objective phase, 10 seconds to go on the channel time. Water Elemental gonna be summoned here. Varian finishes out his Lion's Maw level 1. 15 talent here to the side, level 15 to the side of Storm League Enjoyers as 7.8 seconds remain on the channel. A Reaver minion and 3 Gnolls are pushing into mid. As a reminder, Reavers don't deal extra damage to structures. What they do is they have 50 physical armor, so that allows them to tank quite a bit. The Reaver minions are quite tanky, and that's how they're able to push up the waves. Urel jumps in, Righteous Hammer onto the Blaze. 13 to 15 in levels. It's actually closer to 14 to 15. Jaina gets a channel here, but I don't think this should go over to the side of Three-Legged Cat. Storm League Enjoyers actually might just let the Jailers take care of this. Lothkol actually jumps in. Chastise thrown onto Urel. Varian charges in for a taunt. There's a Sulfur Smash that Dark burrows into by accident. Light Bomb will be stalling out BRB Soaking, and I think this is going to be... Yeah, objective canceled out. Captain Rex is going to be smashed by Ragnaros. We've got a Blaze taking down Stukov. Little StarCraft on StarCraft action right there. I'm glad someone giggled at the doo-doo. I'm glad someone giggled at the doo-doo. That's how we know this is the best community on Twitch. So there you go. This is what I was talking about before. There's no increased damage to structures, but they have that physical armor of 50 and also 2k HP. Looks like boss will be tagged as the objective phase is going to be moving itself into lane. I saw the arrow from Hanzo. Ragnaros, does he have Molten Core? Where is he going? Alright. I guess he just didn't think he'd make it over there. Did he have Molten Core available? Was he going to try and pop that or something? Maybe. He did start moving towards this mid lane fourth, so maybe it was an attempt to try and do Molten Core. But this is a massive wave in bottom lane. Objective, a lot of range minions, which deal double the amount of a melee minion and triple into structures or something like that. I'm misremembering things here. Yeah, triple damage into structures, and they have double the amount of damage of a melee minion. And this objective is a little low here in bottom lane, but the boss is very healthy. Urel jumps in with an Avenging Wrath. Big Pulse Bomb and Blink in from Tracer with the Light Bomb on top of that. Cocoon onto Anduin. He's going to be broken out quite quickly. Boss will confirm keep in bottom lane. Top lane Fort getting a little bit low. Banner thrown down from the Varian as Tracer's going to try her best to blink out of here. And it looks like that's exactly... Yeah. Top lane Fort's going to live with a bit of HP. Vandar Stormpike will have a 1v1 with the boss, but it's not going to end the game here, and they know that. So Ragnaros splits off, grabs the camp for his allies. The rest of the team is going to go clear some waves. Probably take the top lane Fort. What's up, Fish? How you doing, bud? Endable and blue dies? Yeah, but I didn't expect them to. I did not expect them to. Alright, boss being checked by a Nubrak. Both teams have 16 talent here. It's a 2-level difference, though, favoring the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Nubrak chilling. Sees the Blaze mid. Sees the Anduin Ragnaros. They're all diving onto Jaina. She'll pop her Ice Block. Nubrak burrows in. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Zoning back the enemy. Chastise thrown out. Divine Star as well. Is there a Leap of Fate to save Ragnaros? There's a little baby leap. Ragnaros is still going to go down. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Varian's trying to get a counter kill. Flailing swipes are coming out from Stukov. Varian's trying to get towards the bunker. The Lurking Arm is applied. Is there a Leap of Faith from Anduin? Looks like Anduin's in position for it, and yes, he will. 40 seconds on Ragnaros to respawn here. Mid lane's got a decent wave pushing in. Bottom lane's got a huge wave. Also, to note, there's constant Reaver minions versus no periodic, since the Fort in bottom lane is still available. So this bottom is going to get shoved in quickly. But there's still 2 keeps, so that's going to be 40 armor on Vandar Stormpike. Now they're looking at boss right now. Was this scouted from the minion wave? No, I don't think so. I don't think they scouted this out. Mid fort is looking like it's getting a little bit low, but the minion wave's available. Pulse Bomb lands onto Stukov. He's dropped down to 50%. banner to be cleared out as well. Ragnaros about to respawn. Yrel making her way back from bottom lane. As I mentioned, that lane will need to be pushed out consistently. 3/4 of a level for level 20 as Tracer starts working on this camp on the right side of her screen with the help of Ragnaros and Anduin. Finish that out quickly. Channel onto the objective, but still 50 seconds of channel time needed, so you can give that time away. Grab a camp, push up the wave, and look for a team fight. Hanzo, arrow, not going to connect right there. Blaze poking onto... Whoa, that's a big jet propulsion. Big Sulfur's smash, and Anubarak's the one to go down. Deviant a little bit low. Can Ragnaros get the last little bit of damage? That's a huge Cone of Cold from Jaina. Leap of Faith is going to be a Kaimo cleanse as Tracer does go down. And the objective channeling is still looking good for Three-Legged Cat. They find the double kill. They lose their Anubarak, but they shall grab this objective phase. Nicely done. Well, let's see, though. But let's see, though. There's a fort that's low. There's a fort that's pretty healthy. There's a fort that still has one tower and 20% of one. I think this is going to take down... maybe the 3 forts. Maybe they can take down the 3 forts here. I'm not sure. Tracer and Blaze are still dead for about 20 seconds, so that's going to hinder the amount of clear available. Jaina did carry the fight. She did indeed. I mean, the synergy of Ice Flows level 4 as well as the Numbing Blast, that was huge. Numbing Blast was big right there. Numbing Blast was absolutely massive in that moment. But also the Ice Flow 7's huge. 20 Talontiers, Get Stuffed, Fortified Bunker, Inner Fire, Heroic Difficulty, which takes the Ragnaros cooldown from 120 to 70, I think, right? Yeah, it's 120 down to 70, because it's 50 seconds off. And Glory to the Alliance. On the opposing side, for Three-Legged Cat, they have their own 20s. Seraphim on Yrel. We actually have Traitor King Anubarak, Controlled Chaos for Stukov, Winter Mute for the Jaina, makes sense, and Bullseye for the High Wraith Hanzo. Is it just the stun and speed? Yes, okay. Boston Bottom is just now respawning, or actually it's back on the map since the objective was cleared out. As I said, 3 forts do go down. Blaze checks the bush with an oil slick, finds the Anubarak. Yrel jumps in, gets the Righteous Hammer. Anubarak follows up with a Burrow Charge Impale, but Leap of Faith saves the moment. Hanzo looking for a Chain CC stun. Ragnaros pops the Molten Core, but as I mentioned... Whoa, hold on. Yrel gets Ardent Defender in time. Blaze with the Light Bomb. Tracer inside the Cocoon. The Winter Elemental, Water Elemental will be cleared out. Ragnaros still poking onto the enemies. And Yrel bops back. Is the Molten Core active? No, the cooldown starts when you okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. It'd be kind of busted if it was the other way around, where it was an active cooldown. The moment you use it, it starts. Seraphim cleanses Yrel, I believe, right there. Anubarak is taunted. Jaina drops a Blizzard. Second Leap of Faith used by Anduin. I believe he's like 40 or so seconds on a cooldown. Tracer blinks in. Parting Gift. Recalls immediately. Fortified Bunker from Blaze. Does it save? It actually, the armor, I think, might have been enough to save Blaze. Good heals coming out from Anduin, but I think this is a dead Varian. Tracer is able to get away on the left-hand side, and yeah, she's just got to get out of here. Well, this is looking better late game for Three-Legged Cat. Hanzo pulls the Jailers. He just pulled the Jailers in time. BRB Soaking gets the channel, and 50 seconds of channel time has begun. Boston bottom lane will be grabbed. Anubarak's left to defend around the objective. Mid lane camp is to the side of Storm League Enjoyers, and it looks like they're going to trade bosses here. Bosses traded, but the other thing, too, is the objective phase is going over to the side of Three-Legged Cat. So what's the game plan? What's the game plan? Push in with boss, try and base trade? Massive, like, top lane wave is humongous, by the way. This is a god dang humongous wave. God dang. No, it looks like it's all recalls. Okay. All the recalls to bottom lane. Anubarak gets objective. Boss is going to be pushing onto this keep. Ragnaros should actually have his Molten Core already. Yeah, he's already got it, so if he wants to use that to deny some boss damage onto this keep, he can do that. Top lane, as I mentioned, that wave is humongous. God dang, this keep front gate gets cleared out so very quickly, but Jaina, her wave clear is fantastic, and she'll be able to make sure the minion wave is annihilated. Boss in top lane gets, I don't know, 25% of this keep. Bottom lane boss got maybe 50%, 40%, however you want to split that. Hey, Day, what's up, cutie? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Hope you and Trin are nice and cozy. Hope you all had some fun in Lethal Company last night. Was lurking around the channels. Mid lane objective cleared out. It gets some of the keep front gate. Ragnaros pops Molten Core. Kind of has a pivot position. You can actually see the edge of the orange here, and that's going to be the range of his Molten Core ability. So he'll be able to kind of pivot, poke at some of the waves and stuff like that. Bottom's cleared out. Top lane is being shoved in. But so far, the defense of Storm League Enjoyers has been fairly successful. Okay. Keep front gate goes down. Yrel jumps out as well. And the map continues, chat. The banner goes down from Varian just to check the bush. Yrel's in there, but she's not going to jump in time to steal away the camp or bop anyone around. Not Jaina. Tracer takes a scatter to the face. 3 minutes on boss top. 2-minute 40 on bottom. Left-hand side, siege camp is up and available. Objective phase going to be on the top side of the map up next. You'll probably see the announcement for that in about a minute. Okay, mid's annihilated by Jaina. Let's actually take a look at the stats as well. We haven't looked at those in a little bit.
You know what to do.
Explosive Arrow helps clear things out. Looks like we're going to have a pause here in the late game. Might have some lag, might have a DC. Looks like it's lags from a couple players, so we'll let that lower, and we'll get back into the game in a moment. Oh boy. All right, chat. Oof. Sorry, I am exhausted. And we still have grand finals after this. Oh, I am sleepy today. It's funny, like, yesterday I was super sleepy at the start of the stream, and towards the end I was, like, fully awake. Today it's the opposite. I was really awake at the start of the stream, and now as we're going, I'm starting to get super duper sleepy. And I've had a bunch of caffeine, and I don't think I want any more tea. Alright, well, the lag is still an issue, so we're just waiting for that to finish out. Or level out, and then we'll get back into the game. Fun day of casting. Looks like, nope, that's just lag still. Still, I see messages and I was like, ooh, maybe. Oh, now they're just, now apparently the players are just rhyming. Get a beer? Maybe at the start of the grand finals. Maybe at the start of the grand finals. Alrighty, so we're back into the game. Lag has subsided or has gone down. I just want to check something really quickly. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I was just looking at frame rate stuff. Okie dokie. Alright, this new monitor is like wild. It's such a so much more detailed. The channel will activate in time before Ragnaros can pop Molten Core and get the delay. Speaking of delays, it looks like only 7 seconds will be off the timer as Ragnaros is going to delay things out. Or at least, zone things out. If you say so. Well, if I start having beers now, if the grand finals goes 5 maps, I'll be sitting, and this goes another map, I'll be sitting there slurring my words. And Hanzo is a super shot. 13-7 in kills, favoring inside of Storm League Enjoyers. Well, monitor, it is, got it from Corsair. It's a Xenon 27-inch monitor. I posted a photo in the IRL photos in Discord. But it's a 27-inch OLED, like, 240 hertz, with the 1440 resolution. And I did make sure to go inside my video settings on my computer and change the base refresh rate for my monitor. I did remember to do that. That was actually the first thing I did. So for anyone that doesn't know this, if you have like a 1400 or whatever, or no, 14.4 refresh rate hertz monitor, and you plug it in with the DisplayPort, you have to still go change your settings. It doesn't automatically change to the correct settings for you. You have to go tell your PC to do it. So by the way, if you've never done that and you have a 14.4 hertz monitor, go change your settings. I can show you if you want. What's up, Ninja? You should be getting a package from me on Tuesday, apparently. It was supposed to arrive yesterday, but USPS is USPS. Tracer blinks in, trying to pressure onto Hanzo. Almost takes him down. Varian with a taunt, followed up by a Jet Propulsion Ablaze. Bottom lane has a massive wave coming in, but I don't think that's going to end right now. Alvarez gets the channel. So if the full channel duration goes, Yrel should be respawning just as the objective is going to finish out. No surprise there, yeah. I tried to wait a little bit after the holidays, hoping that it would, you know, speed, like, maybe it'd be a little bit faster and better without the holiday season, but I don't think it mattered whatsoever. Also, there is Martin Luther King Day on Monday, so that's probably delaying things out. Anubrak gonna try and delay. That's gonna be a recall from Tracer to deny the Dragon's Arrow. Boss is gonna be leashed right now. The objective oh, Varian goes down. A little greedy. A little greedy. A little greedy to try and go for boss and get this objective. Varian's gonna be punished for it. That might have been the moment that gets Three-Legged Cat into this map number 3. Ragnaros pops Molten Core. Doesn't have Self-Fear Smash for 36 seconds. Oh, dude, that's rough. 0.4 seconds left to go. The boss wasn't even grabbed. Tracer's gonna try and sneak this, but she is seen. She is seen by the enemy. She's gonna try and sneak out the channel, but she's gotta clear out the jailers first, and Hanzo and friends will be able to delay that out. Leap of Faith from Anduin used. Ragnaros Molten Core is gonna expire. And Tracer's gotta get out of here. Not hit by the bullseye. Hanzo, that's a great scatter. That's a great Stormbow. Yeah, this end of the game was really flubbed by the members of Storm League Enjoyers. The boss plus objective was just too greedy. Huge Dragon's Arrow, Venging Wrath in from Yrel. That is a huge answer into Stukov, though, from Alvarez. Molten Core, I don't know when it's going to be available. Let's check really quickly here. 33 seconds on Molten Core. Captain Rex trying to get away with the 600 HP. 0.4 seconds, I know, right? That's rough. Yeah, I think it was really foolish for Tracer to try and grab that, because there's just no way it was going to happen. Mid lane is saved. Top lane will be the next clear, and they probably lose bottom lane keep, I think? Actually, I don't know. They might be able, yeah, I think they can clear top and make it to bottom in time. Ragnaros will have Molten Core if he wants to pop that on bottom lane. Actually, I think they save all their keeps still. Solurus Smash kind of good, turns out. Solurus. I'm not mocking the spelling. It's just like, that's how I would sound by game 5 of the grand finals if I started having beers. Top lane boss to be grabbed once it spawns, or once the objective ends. Bottom keep, as I said, does go down. All right, structures are even on the map. Health bar-wise, not so much, but existence, yes. Varian gets a leap of faith. Boss is going to be left. Water Elemental does get summoned by Jaina. 40-second cooldown onto that still. Now Tracer is rushing in. Jaina's chilling in the bush. Varian Banner. Varian Banner will scout her out. Ragnaros pops Molten Core in the top lane. Light Bomb in from Tracer. Connects onto 2. Pulse Bomb into BRB Soaking. Ardent Defender up in 3 seconds. And Molten Core is just going to push back the enemy positionally. Okay. All right. This is the game that never ends. And it goes on and on, my friends. Okay. We know they're on boss. Boss is going to be leashed once again. Yrel jumps in with an Avenging Wrath. Banner just to check if the enemy's on the boss. Jaina gets a root. There's a Leap of Faith, but it's going to be Bunker that comes down. Cocoon onto the Anduin. Blaze pops the Pyromania. There's a taunt from Varian. Sulfure's smash on the left-hand side. Does not connect onto anyone. Tracer trying to back away. Ragnaros runs down the Hanzo, but I think Ragnaros is going to be run down as well. Oh, hold on. Tracer almost goes down. Nice bop from this Yrel. So it's Ragnaros for Hanzo. Jet Propulsion right back into the face. Ardent Defender is going to be called out in time, or utilized in time. And they're still trying to chase this. Hans, thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months. I appreciate that greatly. I'll send you your alert when we get out of game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 30 seconds on Hanzo. 37 on Ragnaros. The chase ends and boss is finally grabbed? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Varian Anduin shown in lane. Tracer's seen as well. Okay. They did scout out the Hearth. Oh wait, no. We had a vision of them already. Never mind. Boss has begun. Do they make it here in time? Nubrak's gonna chill in the bush. Varian checks with a banner. They know that if they want to try and deny this boss, they have to go now. And I don't think they're gonna get there in time. I don't think the flailing swipes are gonna be good. Beautiful arrow from Hanzo right there. Nicely done. But Varian, no wait, the boss isn't over yet. The boss is still not over. Varian gets onto the point. That's going to be Yrel and Tracer traded. Hanzo's trying to get some scatters here. The boss still has not been picked up. Ragnaros has Molten Core. Is going to be dropping in damage onto the enemies. Yrel goes down. Stukov goes down. The bunker from Blaze is pretty good here. But Jaina, she's going to mop up the fight right here and now. Oh boy. All right, Ragnaros, you run straight at this keep in mid lane and you try and base trade. Seriously. Jaina Hearthing. Jaina Hearthing. Okay, alright. Jaina's got really good clear on this. So Fierce Smash is 10 seconds off from cooldown. Ragnaros' Molten Core is up in 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do this here. Wait. 32 minutes later, three-legged cat takes the map. GG, well played. We head to a map 5.
You know this, then why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid?
Bahamut.
Choose outcome. Three-legged cat did win. Nice payout to the one believer. Thank you again, Hans, for the tier 1 for 3 months. I appreciate that greatly. Can't believe how close Rag got there at the end. Yeah. Yep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Banshee Cup Qualifier number 1. We're here in the lower bracket finals, map number 3 of this best of 3 series, and on the left-hand side it will be the members of Three-Legged Cat. On the right is going to be your Storm League enjoyers, as they have consistently banned out Cho'Gall because they do not like fun. Cho'Gall will be banned away, unfortunately, for Battlefield of Eternity. We are here in this Banshee Cup, so it does have the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3 series. When we get to the best of 7, best of 5 grand finals coming up next, all the heroes will open back up once again, as it is a new series. There are no tournament pre-bans, so all heroes are up and available, except for the ones that are banned out at the top of the screen, obviously, but those only pertain to the map draft, so Cho'Gall could be picked up in map number 2 if it's not, or no, they can't be picked up again because this is the last map in the series. So, yeah, no Cho'Gall in this best of 3, unfortunately. That's a bit of a bummer. We do see a bit of a thought on this one, bit of a consideration here for this ban, and it's going to be a Li Ming. Li Ming, and yeah, there was actually a pop-off moment yesterday from Captain Rex on Li Ming, so a little bit of a target ban right there, not too bad. The last ban from the left-hand side from Three-Legged Cat. What do they want to get rid of? I think Vala's up and available, Greymane's up and available. Those are all good race potential heroes. Sergeant Hammer apparently is going to be the target ban, which kind of makes sense. She's a little bit annoying to deal with here. Hey Cav, what's up, bud? How you doing today? You're having a good Sunday. Thanks for swinging through the stream. Okay, it is the first pick Vala. First pick Vala for Storm League enjoyers. Good race potential. Could see a hyper carry Vala. Not sure what they want to lean into. All we know is they just want to get the race potential hero out front. For Battlefield of Eternity, I wonder. Rainer's up, Greymane's up, I think. Lunara's not bad. It is going to be Greymane Diablo. Okay. Ouch. It's a bit scary right there. It's a Frozen Sunday. What are you watching Frozen 1 and 2? Hyper carry Vala. They're gonna lean into the hyper carry Vala. They'll pick up a healer and a solo laner up next on the side of Storm League enjoyers. Ban wise, maybe consider, it's a little memey, but maybe consider Morales or Ariel. I think both Ariel or Morales could be a good ban. Stim onto a Vala with shielding and stuff, or even just having the battery factor or Crystal Aegis and stuff. But it's going to be a white main ban. Okay. They'll ban away white main. Shen banned away as well. No flying kick, wandering keg shenanigans from BRB Soaking, as he does enjoy his wandering keg Chen. Greymane Diablo, is it a full dive composition? Are they going to lean into just every bit of dive they can find? I think was Rhaegar already played in this series? I honestly don't know. We've had such long games that it's kind of hard to remember. How does Brightwing make it this far into the series? Wow, it's kind of surprising. Uther Brightwing, so they are going to go for double support here, since the enemy team, or double healers, since the enemy team is going to have a support and probably a healer. Are both teams just doing a hyper carry? Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think both teams are just doing a hyper carry. Hyper carry, Greymane, hyper carry, Vala. This should be like some sort of healer as well as a solo laner. There's the Ariel. Scotsman, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, bud. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, yes? I don't hate the Rexar. The Ariel's nice as well. Good CC with the Rexar charge. Yeah, it's a lot of CC on the side of Storm League enjoyers, actually. Detainment Strike, charge from Misha. You got the Groundbreaker. You got the Toss. You got Reign of Vengeance at 10, probably. Mephisto rounds out the draft. What's up, Foo Fighter? How you doing, bud? You're just in time to see the end of the draft, and we are going to be starting up a Twitch prediction in just a moment. All right, it's a best of one. Winner of this goes to the grand finals up next. Loser takes third place. Not too shabby on either side. How did we get here? A bunch of games happened, and now we're here in the lower bracket finals. Boom. Easy. I hope that explained everything to you. On the left-hand side of Battlefield of Eternity, we've got Three-Legged Cat, Dark to play Mephisto, Deviant on the Brightwing, High Wraith on your Diablo. Greymane to be played by Captain Rex, and BRB Soaking will be the Oofer. Over on the right-hand side, we have got the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Misha to be played by Misha. Rai on the Rexar. We've got an Alvarez Zarya. Arion will be your Garrosh. Aether Vala. And Lavkul on the Ariel. Perfect. Hey, I'm glad I could break that down for you, bud. Really glad I could break that down for you. Maximum charge on the Zarya level 1. Searing Light for the Ariel. Puncturing Arrow for Vala. Warbreaker, Garrosh, and Bird of Prey on the Rexar. Opposing side, Brightwing Phase Shift or Hyper Shift, Hammer the Lightbringer for Uther. We've got Soul Shield Diablo. Is that Viciousness? I always mix it up. Yeah, Viciousness level 1 for Greymane, and Mephisto will go into Furious Spark. Right now in the top lane, Greymane Uther will be matching into Rexar Misha. Back down in the bottom, it is going to be Initial Siege from the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Mephisto jumps out. He's going to drop down to 50%. There's going to be a toss on to Diablo. Bit of tanks just overpowering each other, or the tanks overpowering each other. No kills to be had, but it's looking like we got a bit of a fort front gate race between both sides. But let's go ahead and start up our prediction. Which team is going to win Battlefield of Eternity? Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen, and predict who you think will win this map, Ash Mantle. Thank you very much. Fort front gate in bottom lane is being rapidly reduced. Uther gets an immediate stun on Amisha. She answers back with a charge. Speaking of charge, Zarya maximum charge is already at 50-some stacks. And first blood will be Garrosh, but the fort front gate does go down and all of that. Actually, it's, I mean, the sidewalls were taken out in bottom and not in top, but that's kind of whatever right now. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Detainment Strike? Diablo didn't get hit into a wall right there. That was weird. Must have, like, hit a weird corner or something. But it's 3-3, or 3v3 in this bottom, and it looks like Diablo will give away the camp. Back to Siege! Greymane and Uther doing the same thing in top, but a little bit behind. Garrosh is back from death, gets a Groundbreaker stack. Overpower, Shadow Charge. No way, the dieback. Okay, the heal is pretty good, as Phase Shift from Brightwing bolsters that Diablo health bar. He's looking a little low there. We are base racing right now, chat. We are base racy. Okay, all right. Hey, it'll get us to the grand finals faster. I mean, it's only 20 in Europe right now. It's still really early. Right? 20? Yeah, 9 plus 11. Okay. Bottom fort goes down first, but top fort should be also... Yep. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're base racing, chat. Oh, the gamble was going on during all that base racing. It actually just closed out, so hopefully y'all got some good gambles in. Immortals are spawning here. 3 minutes in. Both teams have found a fort in top and bottom in their respective pushing lanes. Diablo's being chased down. Vault forward from Vala. She's got 7 stacks. That's a Groundbreaker from Garrosh, picking up his 8th out of 15. I can't explain why, but I have the song Buttons stuck in my head. I don't know why. Don't know why it's stuck in my head, but it's just looping today, and I can't think of a different song to not loop in my head right now. That's Shadow Charge initiation into Alvarez, the Zarya's fine for the time being. Alright. Can't believe we already have forts down though. That's kind of funny, or at least respective. It's the song by the lady group, the Pussycat Dolls. That's what it is. That's I don't know why, but that song is in my head today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, chat, and you look up the song, you'll immediately know what I'm talking about. Would you rather have the Party in the USA stuck? Party in the USA. You know what's funny? I can't think of the lyrics to that. Well, you know what I can think of the lyrics to? Is the Party in the CIA, the Weird Al parody. I'll get Weird Al parodies stuck in my head over the original. Like, there was one day when I had the Like a Surgeon stuck in my head. I can't remember a single lyric from the original, like, not a single, but I can't remember the vast majority of the lyrics from Madonna's version, but I can remember the vast majority of the ones from Weird Al. Alright, well, the objective phase is being contested by both sides. The Blue Immortal's getting a little low here and will go down. Looks like we've got Big Bad Belith in the top lane favoring the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Looks like we get a couple resets. Rexar goes to bottom, and the rest of the team pushes top. There was one time when I had hot drinks stuck in my head for like 2 days straight. And whenever I'd wake up in the middle of the night, my brain would start thinking of hot drinks. So I would be like, it'd be like 2 in the morning, and I'm just like humming hot drinks to myself as I can't sleep in bed. Indomitable activated by Garrosh, lands a Groundbreaker on BRB soaking. He'll get the phase shift from Brightwing. Rexar and Misha still soaking up the bottom lane. The fact that Weird Al never won a Grammy is damn travesty, I agree. Didn't he win an award for something recently? Was it his movie? Didn't he win an award for something? Can't believe the Vala didn't get picked off right there. I thought they had enough damage to take her down, but it will not be the case. 10 talent tier almost here for the side of Storm League Enjoyers, so let's go ahead and rotate through those numbers as the 10 talent tiers will be at the top of your screen. 2 to 2 in kills, and some camps to be grabbed around the map. Baha is my hot drink. So Wildfire, you're a vampire? Hot drinks really get you going. They really do. I've heard they warm you when you're slowing. Okay, so Impaler camp grabbed in top. There's no Fallen Shaman on the left-hand side just yet. Garrosh might be looking to invade this. Yeah, they are. Decimate Garrosh for the level 10. We'll see Boars on the Rexar, Rain of Vengeance Vala. Your Ariel's going to be Crystal Aegis, and Zarya has the Expulsion Zone. Mephisto might be able to jump out here. He's actually going to throw a Skull Missile. There, yeah, so he's going to be able to jump out, clear out some of the minions with his Lightning Nova. Diablo gets to level 10, so he has the reduced soul consumption. That's what we're seeing over here on the left-hand side of our screen. It's going to be a Consume Soul Mephisto. 2-minute cooldown on that. Curse Bullet, Greymane, Lightning Breath Diablo, Divine Shield Uther, and Blink Heal for the Brightwing. Top lane, Wave was pushed in a little bit by Brightwing during all of this. The Immortals will be spawning in the defensive positions. Yep. So Vala's going to throw out a couple Hungering Arrows. Gets a chunk of damage onto that. 18 stacks for Vala currently. Rexar Misha dealing with the top lane camp that's pushing in. Decimate from Garrosh gets a little spin onto High Wraith. BRB soaking on the Uthers in a flank position, looking to jump in. Finds the immediate stun onto Ariel, who pops the Crystal Aegis. The Consumed Soul is activated. Diablo Lightning Breath tickling the toes of Vala. Ariel's the one to go down in the engagement. Divine Shield on Captain Rex, who's able to back off and get this objective phase. He's won like 5 Grammys over the years. Is he really? There are only 4 artists who have the top 40 hits in each of the last 4 decades. U2, Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Weird Al. Yeah. There's the Weird Al movie. and it like borders between like truth and comedy. Like there are some things in there that I think are like true things that actually happen, and there's some things that are just complete comedy or farce, if you will. And there was this whole thing about like the Weird Al bump that they talk about in the movie, and I honestly feel like it was a real thing. Like, I really do think that there was, like, a Weird Al bump. Like, he would do a parody of someone's song, and then that song got extra popular. UHF? Oh, is that the movie? I have not seen that movie since I was super young. Would that be a good movie night for movie night? Would that be a good movie for movie night? There we go. We still need to figure out a second movie in February and a second movie in March. We have the movie nights available. We just have to figure out what we're gonna watch. Cloverfield's one of the movies in February because people wanted to watch it, and in March we're watching Galaxy Quest. He won Golden Globe for the Roku parody biopic. Okay. Well, I know in the in his movie they make a joke about like him winning an award for Amish Paradise, and Coolio's in the crowd and he didn't win. And I don't remember, did that actually happen? Wasn't that like, cuz like Coolio hated Weird Al for his Gangster's Paradise parody. Eventually they squashed the, you know, they squashed whatever issues they had, and they became friends about it. Like, they became friends over that whole thing. But I remember, like, when I vaguely remember, like, I think there was, like, some drama about it. I do remember that he hated that Weird Al parodied that song. HF would be a good movie night. All right, I'll have to write that down in my notebook. I'll have to figure out if it's on anything to watch. Garrosh looks to step in for a groundbreaker combo. I think it was cleansed out by the Uther. There was beef because Weird didn't get permission from... Oh, that's what it was? Okay. Groundbreaker attempted onto Captain Rex. The run down the bottom lane at the members of Three-Legged Cat doesn't seem like it's going to be fruitful in any sort of kill for Storm League enjoyers, as Diablo uses a minion to shadow charge in to close the distance. Misha getting a little bit low. She should be taken down. Diablo goes in with the Shadow Charge. Lightning Breath activated by Diablo. Garrosh is getting a little low on the left-hand side. Pops the Indomitable Rain of Vengeance from Vala just as the Lightning Breath expires. Is there another Boars to unleash? Not for another 10 seconds. Diablo's full on souls. Garrosh gets the speed barrier, trying to close the distance, and now High Wraith, trying to save his Mephisto, will be the one to go down just as he finishes out souls. So he does have the buyback, or the insta-respawn. Coolio hated it, supposedly didn't give permission, and he kept cashing royalty checks, so Al was like, meh. Oh. There was a whole thing where Coolio's management told him to be a dick about it, but they resolved things, and there's a Coolio quote from years later saying he shouldn't have been so touchy about it. Oh! Well, there we go. Thank you, chat. When Coolio won an award for it, Coolio was quoted saying, I heard Al won an award for the song. Congrats, but he heard his... I see. Okay, I see. Okay. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the clarification. I don't care about celebrities at all, like drama, beef, blah, 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 whatever. It's whatever to me. I'm not going to put any sort of mental capacity towards that or any sort of knowledge or brain storage. I never can keep up with that stuff because it all feels so artificial at times. Consume Soul activated by Mephisto. He did, by the way, go for the Hysteria level 13, which allows you to have the cooldown reduction on your heroic as well. I was wondering when I saw this level 10, would we see the Hysteria? And yes, we actually do for once. Groundbreaker toss onto Diablo. That's just to displace him away. Vala's got 32 stacks as this objective phase is getting dropped a little bit low. Crystal Aegis activated onto Garrosh as Diablo comes in. Lightning Breath activated. The body block is good, and Garrosh will fall. Vala wants to try and poke onto this objective as the top lane fort, I believe, just went down. Nah, I heard a structure fall. I'm not 100% sure which one. Actually, I think top and bottom fort went down to the camps, respectively. Trent Razor, Johnny Cash Hurt Saga. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hots and Weird Alice is a great Sunday. Well, we have a lot of fun here. So as a reminder, chat, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a follow if you're watching over on YouTube, as these VODs do go up on YouTube with spoiler-free additional time. And the mid-segments edited out where we're waiting for lobbies. Be sure to like and subscribe the video over there. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, be sure to jump over there. You can use !YouTube for a quick link. And as I said, I upload 1 video per day. It's typically HOTS content. Thank you all for being here. I know there's a lot of places you can be watching HOTS, and I thank you for choosing my channel. The games from yesterday are already edited and uploaded to YouTube. They started releasing today. These ones will go up on YouTube, and I'll schedule them, and they'll start releasing soon. Consume Soul activated. Gets a little bit of a slow onto a few of the enemies. Expulsion Zone goes out from the Zarya. We have a Groundbreaker out from Garrosh, but it's going to be Zarya the one to get picked off. Ally toss onto Misha as our Garrosh has his hide burned. I don't know. I was trying to figure out something with a butt joke right there, but I couldn't think of anything. Anyways, Garrosh has got some fried buns right there, and he'll go down. Zarya picked off as well. The keep will be saved with, I don't know, let's call that 5% HP. Yo, that was dumb. I was dumb. I'm not as dumb anymore, and Al and I are cool. Not an exact quote. Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much it. Alrighty. Whew. Oh, no one freed the sword. By the way, if you want a little map Easter egg thing, left click on the sword a bunch of times when you get into the game. Doesn't matter what side of the map you're on, just click on it'll always be here on the top right of the map. But you can click on it, or you don't have to be on the right-hand side of the map as the spawning team to do it. It's like Harrison Jones. You don't have to be on the left-hand side to free him on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Alrighty, just about everything off cooldown. Consume Soul 20 seconds. Unless Mephisto gets a regeneration globe, then I'll be a little bit faster. Garrosh looking for the Decimate combo into Mephisto, who has to shade out. Currently, Diablo is split from his team, but I think he's going to be able to make it back through the little mid-gate. Fallen Shaman's up available on the right-hand side. 8 seconds to go on the left-hand side. 18 to 17 in levels, 6 to 4 in kills. Garrosh just anchoring, making sure no one's going to run in here and try and steal away the camp. Immortals will spawn on the race potential sides. Diablo steps in, overpowers Shadow Charge, Lightning Breath activated as well. Toss on to Zarya, and looks like she'll be able to be saved by the Garrosh for the time being. But I will point out, Vala and friends have already poked onto this Immortal a little bit, dealing some decent damage. Greyman on the left-hand side's working through Belith in his Worgen form. No Inner Beast active, as we don't see any sort of glow on his paws. Diablo once again pushing people around. Consume Soul activated by Mephisto. Doesn't find that much value. Toss into Diablo. Detainment Strike into the wall. Dark is able to back off. Expulsion Zone thrown down. Garrosh is body blocked in the exact same position he died last time right here. Literal same body block corridor. Nicely done. Diablo uses his model size to block Garrosh from getting out. They'll get the kill onto the Warlord. Misha's dead for the next 10 seconds. I will point out the Fallen Shaman in top lane is pushing things in and should confirm the keep. Meanwhile, Greymane's just doing his best to clear out this objective in the Worgen form, and the rest of the team will zone, but they're going to give away keep for all of that. Alright, Storm League enjoyers. You run the top corridor, okay? You run the top corridor, and then you backdoor their core through top. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, it looks like that's not going to be the case whatsoever. Not going to be the case whatsoever. 20 talent tier, a little bit away. 46 stacks for the Vala currently. That means that his 276 damage plus 284 damage for the first hit, and then you have the subsequent bounces with 162. Okay. Ilarion, bottom lane, 20 talent tier is going to be picked up by Brightwing in the top. I'm assuming Mephisto goes into the upgrade on Consume Soul. get the reset off of a kill. Or maybe it's just Mimic. We do have a lot of Lightning Nova pick. Yeah, this is going to be Mimic. Speedy Dragon for Brightwing, Redemption Uther, Hellgate Diablo, and Blunderbuss for the Greymane. Immortal's going to move into melee range as it loses its shielding here in a moment. Misha charging in as well, trying to get some damage. Some barriers thrown onto a few of the allies, and this is going to be keep falling in the bottom lane. Explosive Zone going down. Crystal Aegis saves. Oh, it does not, and that is Ariel going down. It looks like the members of Three-Legged Cat performed the reverse sweep, ladies and gentlemen, and they will have punched their ticket into the grand finals for a rematch from yesterday. GG, well played. Rai is going to go down here as well.
Team kill!
Is achieved by the side of Three-Legged Cat, and they are warmed up for the grand finals coming up next.